So I suppose the first step to doing an unboxing is to probably clean your desk, huh? We didn't do that. I mean, it's not bad. It's okay. Anyway, don't worry about the desk. Worry about the box. Oh, maybe I shouldn't shake it. It's a box. I told myself not to order this, but I did anyway. What is it? Let's find out. Some scissors, because that will only end well. This actually shipped pretty quick. It's a clue. It's a guy from Etsy. Well, he has a cute Etsy store, but he actually has a website. LeafCutterLabs. You've never heard of them? Oh, the sounds. Sorry. LeafCutterLabs. He does a lot of, like, keyboard adjacent stuff, you know. So you can hear rolling around in there some keycaps. When I say keyboard adjacent, I mean like macro pads, actual keyboards. I think he does split keyboards. I think, but macro pads mostly. Let me just turn my volume down a minute here. Macro pads and like things with, that's better. Things with like dials and knobs and stuff. Cool stuff. I like it quite a bit. And anyway, I told myself I wasn't going to buy this, but I'm a sucker for arcade adjacent stick stuff. I'm bad at arcade games. Totally bad. There's my hands. But I'm a sucker for buying them anyway. So I'm going to carefully open this to make sure my address is not inside the box, because that would suck. What do we got? Alright, I'm going to just pop my monitor off my desk. Empty Ziploc bag. Okay. That's not what I wanted, but anyway. Lots of bubble wrap. Oh, I guess they all came out. There's your keycaps. Okay. There you go. There you go. Get a good shot of this. This way. Professional YouTuber, folks. Look at that. And it's backwards, because of course it is. But it's the vsFighter from LeafCutterLabs. It's a mixbox, which is, if you didn't know, a arcade controller. Maybe generally geared for fighting games, but I use it for retro platformers. But it uses Cherry MX compatible switches. Compatible because it's not true Cherry switches, because that would cost more. This thing is $90 US. And you can see it's basically, there you go, USB-C. It's basically a custom PCB board sandwiched together with the switches. Now, they are hot swappable. I think they use the, is it Kali? However you say it, hot swappable sockets. So you can use Cherry MX switches if you want. He unfortunately doesn't have the option to buy those. But I mean, you can just buy them yourself and do it, which I'm probably going to do. I'm thinking Cherry Speed Silver, maybe. I don't know what these ones are. They're not Cherry though, but they're linear. You can probably hear that. Anyway, but it's arcade compatible. It's read as X input, so basically Xbox controller. And you have your 8 buttons, you have your controllers, and you have your buttons up here. I want to say these are like start, select, and then your left stick, right stick, click actions. Standard fighting arcade stick affair. Professional angles. That's a non-slip foam pad. That is a nice touch, I think, for the $90. I guess I'm kind of worried about dust and crap. Like, this reminds me very much of my Mister. I love the Mister, but I was scared to death of spilling a coffee on the damn thing. Something about exposed PC boards makes me nervous. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay. And I've seen a few people do videos, and they complain about the flex. Actually, you know, this is pretty good. I don't notice any flex at all, really. But you can see there is acrylic on top, plexi, right, which is nice. It is removable, so you can take this off and put your own artwork down, which I totally intend to do. And this color here, you ready for this? Here. Oh, yeah. Is that good for you? Oh, it's fucking shiny. That is some shiny acrylic. That's pretty nice. So this is compact, right? Small, portable, compact, USB-C, which don't need that. There's no USB-C cable in the box. What is this, the 20s? Is this the Depression? No free cable? That's okay. I probably have one kicking around here somewhere. Actually, I'm going to need one. if I'm going to try the damn thing out, I'm going to need one. I'll have to stop the video to find out, but that's okay. We'll finish this off. But yeah, this is pretty decent. So you're asking yourself, I mean, if you play arcade fighters, you're probably familiar with the mixbox. If you're not, why would you want one? Well, you know, Jake, why don't you just use my damn keyboard? Yes, you could. You could use your keyboard. Problem is when you're playing games, if you're pushing left and right, weird stuff happens. Up and down, weird stuff happens. It really depends on the game. I want to say for modern fighters, it's less of an issue. But I know for some retro games, that might be considered cheating. If you play in emulators, you'll often know that they have an option to disable left and right inputs. So again, why not use a computer or your keyboard? Yeah, I guess you could. But this actually has a built-in, it's called an SOCD cleaner. And basically prevents, at this level, the circuit board level, it prevents this from happening. Basically, if you push left and right together, you get neutral. If you push up and down, I believe it defaults to up. I think that's the way it works. That's why you do it. Plus, the layout is more finger-friendly. And again, compact, small. Like, I have a couple arcade sticks. I love them. I have a tank from All Fight Sticks. It's a 18-inch monstrosity with a stick and a hitbox layout. It's fantastic. It weighs 50 fucking pounds. It's huge. I got my mister in it. I have something from Junk Food Labs. It's a snack box. It's great. I love that too. But it's also like a foot long. That's what she said. It's huge, right? Sometimes I just want to whip it out and play some games, right? No pun intended. This thing is great for that. And again, you just sit on your desk, you know, whatever. 10 minutes, this is great. And it's $90, which is not, look, it's not great, but it's handmade, right? Like a lot of Etsy stuff, it's expensive. But if you have nothing to do with arcade sticks right now, or nothing with the arcade controllers at home, and you're looking to try one, or if you want to see if you like a mixbox before you get a bigger one, this is not a bad way to go, honestly. I mean, when I was looking at hitboxes, which is basically this layout, but with buttons, a little bit different, and I wasn't sure, I made my own with a cardboard box. Actually, a cardboard box, much like this one, to be honest with you. And all I had to do was get some buttons, get a Brook board, and I'd build my own box. You can do the same thing with cherry keys and make your own mixbox, homemade, do it yourself. Totally do that. But if you don't have time for that, if you don't want to mess with that, this is not a bad way to go. Oh, this is a bit loose. I'll have to tighten that. You hear that? Just that one corner. But that's okay. Just trying to think now. Yeah, I just probably have to tighten it. It looks like it's just regular Phillips. Is that what that is? Anyway, that's pretty good. So it comes with a bunch of keycaps. The colors are neat. I don't think I'm going to use them, though. I'm probably just going to do all black. What do you think? All that. Gotta clear some space. So the neat thing, too, of course, is like if you're into the whole keyboard thing, make sure to do these the right way. Which is the right way. Not symmetrical, right? Is it? Just, you know, it is symmetrical. What a weird design. I'm not used to these like lower keycaps. I'm used to the bigger ones. Are they all the same? Let me see. Oops. Yeah, I guess they're all the same. Anyway, if you're into keycaps, it's the standard cherry stems, which is nice. So you can get your own damn keycaps if you like. But these like seem like they're fine. All them noises. Your private ASMR video. They're like, Jake, you suck at fighting games. Why are you getting this? And yes, I do. That's rude for saying so. No, I get this because of, well, I play retro games, and platformers are amazing on your wayside buttons. If you don't believe me, go try it. Go try it on a keyboard. But also, I have carpal tunnel, which makes holding a controller difficult. Whereas this, I can just use my fingers, and it's less of a problem like the joysticks are, or D-pads. So, if you're old like me, hey, maybe an arcade stick. So there's enough black in the box to cover all of them. Right, hold on. Hold on, my mic is cutting out. But then in the box there's, what's it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, and we have 8. Oh, that's enough to do colors. Snazzy. So you can do colors if you want. I don't think I'm going to. I like black. Black, or I might have done see-through, but there's no LED lights in this, unfortunately. So, do I have a USB-C cable anywhere? Hold on. Oh, I do. Look at that. Yeah. So obviously, have not used this before. We're going to try her out. It comes up in Windows HD Gamepad. Nice. Okay, give me 1 sec. I'm just going to fix the buttons. Up, down, left, right. Shoulder. I never know what to do with those. Oh, wait, hold on. Try it again. Up, down, left, right. Start, select, I guess. B, A, L, R. Okay, let's try that. And let's switch. Now let's see if this works. What is this? Metroid Zero Mission, having played Dread recently. Fantastic game, by the way. This is kind of like one of my favorite Metroid games. The remake of the original NES one. It's like the original NES one, but not bad. Speaking of Switch, this apparently works with Switch. Who knew? So yeah, it's custom board. So it's not a Brook board, like if you're familiar with arcade stuff. It's not Brook. Custom made, though. It's using Demon Bite, however you say it, drivers, I believe. So it's very low latency, or it's supposed to be. I guess we'll see. And, here, let's start over. Just to feel the buttons. I gotta find what these switches are. They're not Cherry. They're not the Logitech ones, I don't think. They're not Razer. I don't know what these are. They're firm. They're linear, which means there's no bump, right? But they're firm. There's a lot of pressure to push them down. That's not a bad thing. But I'm used to using what they called layer shift. They also have an Etsy store, funny that. And they make something called the Odin, which is basically a wayside pad you can put in the joystick spot of an arcade stick. Also a good option if you want to try a mixbox. Although it's $50. This is $90 and it's a whole controller, so you know. But on that, it's using the Kale. I really need to look that up. It's using those switches, and it's the low profile choke. Look, guys, I don't know. I don't watch many videos. Oh wow, just scrub. Move my window over so I can actually see what I'm doing. It's using low profile chalk switches on the Odin. So I'm used to that kind of lately. And those are very responsive, very short travel. These, I think, are 1.8 down in the press to activate. So they're a little bit squishy, although still very responsive. You tell me if you can hear them on the mic. My mic is pretty sensitive. But they're not... I mean, you can hear that. They're not overly loud. They're not bad. Definitely mechanical switches, though. So it's like a love or hate thing. But you know, I don't know. Like, so one of my favorite switches. Like, I do have a couple arcade sticks. I've said that before. On my my tank one, I'm using, what are they called? Samduxa Crown 202s, and those have Cherry Speed Silver switches. Those I love. I'd love to get a whole freaking keyboard of those. That cost me a lot of money. But I might get those switches and put them on this thing. That might be the way to go. But of course, they don't do actual Cherry switches because the cost of this would go up 30 bucks. But yeah, $90. There is a version for 120 that includes a steel rolled case. If I'm not wrong, that it only covers the top to bottom. So like you'll get side coverage here or coverage here, but you won't get any steel on the sides, I think. Anyway, it's expensive. An extra 30 bucks just for that seems not worth it. It's nice though. It's pretty. But I think maybe part of this is the price factor. It's cheaper. I mean, I didn't build it, but it's got that DIY feel to it. Oh, they're really solid. Like, I'm pushing hard. Feels pretty good. Yeah, not bad. I guess I'm not a fan of the switches in it. But the device itself, solid. And the fact that they're hot swappable. So that means, like, no soldering. Solder? Whatever. It's easy to pop them off and put them on. So if I can do it myself, that's pretty good. That's not bad. I'm all about the tinkering. I don't need full health. Yeah, this is great. This is really fantastic. Again, like I said, if you're going to... Do I have the shoulder buttons? I do. I do. I gotta play this again. I really do. Anyway, honestly, if you're really curious about building using a mixbox or hitbox, then obviously build it yourself. If you want the covered box, that is definitely the cheaper way to go. But hey, who has the time to find a shoebox and get your buttons and wire all those things together? It's not hard. Or maybe you just want something that's maybe small, compact, and not going to cost you more than $150. Because arcade sticks get really pricey. Then you know what? This could be a way to go. The only other way or item that would be comparable to this, if you get the 8-bit dough. 8-bit dough makes an arcade stick now. I want to say it's 50 bucks US. Get that, and then you can get the Odin from Omni Arcade or Layer Shift. They sell those for like 50. Well, you know, even that's 100 bucks. That's 100 bucks, and that gets you way sad with arcade buttons. So, I guess it depends what you want. But if you like your keyboards, this is pretty good. This is really responsive. It just sucks that I'm bad at video games. Oh, come on now. Effective product demo. Okay, it's still good. We didn't die. Yeah, guys, I don't know. This is pretty solid. I think this is pretty sweet. You can put your own artwork on it. USB-C. I wish it included a cable. You know, I might wish it included a cable over the colored keycaps, because are you really going to use rainbows? Well, maybe you are. I don't know. I'm just more of like, it's got to be the same color, right? This is where I wish they give you the option to have, or pick your own color keycaps. That would be nice. If I could pick my own keycaps and the switches at checkout, that'd be a pretty choice. The Odin has that, where you can pick your own switches and stuff. And like, I would even pay a premium for it, honestly. Because if I'm going to go buy some cherry silver switches, it's probably, I think it's like $4 or $5 a piece. No, that's not right. Is it $5 for 10? I don't know. All I know is they don't come in 11, which is what I need. They come in 10s. So I'll end up getting like 15 at the minimum. And that's like more money in my pocket. I really wish I could have just picked my own switches for this, honestly. But otherwise, what's here is pretty sweet. Right, really solid design. It feels really good. Anti-foam pad. This is like perfect for a desk. It really is. Maybe just better switches. That's my only minor complaint, and that is totally fixable. by doing it yourself and buying your own. So this is pretty sweet. More close up. This is the vsFighter from LeafCutterLabs. Oh, there's my camera. Look at that. Look at that sweet setup, huh? I'm rocking that Note 4. Oh, yeah. vsFighter. It's pretty sweet. I think this is great. 90 bucks. This is a great entry-level way into arcade controls. I gotta stop calling these arcade sticks because there's no stick. And it's barely an arcade stick or arcade controller. But it's awesome. This is great. Check it out.